fin de mes. Pampa y la vía sin tener un plan. Menos hojas en el calendario, el tiempo no vuelve más. Vos fuma que todo esté gris. Vos fuma que todo, como siempre y hasta el fin. Vos fuma que todo, y que banco a morir.
Si bien Ross pudo haber sido interpretado por George Newman, quien terminamos viendo como Danny DeGetti, porque no quiso ir el día de la audición, hay un montón de otros personajes que sin ser necesariamente los 6 principales recordamos por alguna u otra razón. Podemos nombrar a Eddie, el chico que vivió con Chandler, podemos mencionar a Mr. Heckles, podemos mencionar, ¿por qué no?, al Ugly Naked Guy, ese vecino desnudo que todos alguna vez tuvimos en alguna de las tantas casas en las que vivimos.
I had the best audition ever. It was so much fun. We were crying. We were all, when it was all done, the producers were laughing, and we were all crying because it was so fun. It was so funny. It was just, their writing is brilliant. It would be hard for anyone to get that wrong, right?
Yeah.
So we just had a blast. And so I just said, please, please, please let them know. I loved being in the room with them. You could just feel how great these producers are. I said, please, if they would like me to play the pregnant lesbian, I'm your girl, right? Because I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm not lesbian, but I can certainly act it, right? It's all about love.
Well, the Friends thing was another funny coincidence because I believe a guy that was playing my character was cast and fired over the show. And for some reason, my agent, I was in LA, and my agent called and said, "Hey guys, Cosimo, go to Warner Brothers. There's a show called Friends, and they're looking for an Italian guy." And
when I got the part, I had to go to Warner Brothers and audition for it, and there was a bunch of people over there, and I went there, and they liked my look, and they asked me, "Hey, can you do this and that?" And I did everything that they asked me to do, and then they said, "You're the man."
Good evening, sir. My name is Ross Geller. I'm one of the people who applied for the apartment, and I realize that the competition is fierce, but
it was very important for me, my own personality, is that if I didn't get one giant joke in every day, I would feel so depressed. So I went for very big jokes. I have jokes in every one of the episodes of the first 2 seasons because that was my own insecurity. But I was a very green writer. It was my 3rd job, so I didn't really know. I didn't really know much about, storytelling. I knew a lot about jokes and telling jokes.
And I walked into the room, and there was producers there. There was Marta Kaufman, which is the big, David
Crane.
Marta, David Crane, and they just, at the time I was walking around the way you see me in France. I had long hair and looking the way I looked, and they kind of smiled at me, and they said, "Okay, why don't you improvise something?" So they had me doing an improvisation, basically.
They got back to me the next day, and they said, "Oh, we love Jay. We're going to try to find something for her, but the pregnant lesbian won't work out because this is when we're shooting and when she's having the baby." Literally the day that I got home from the hospital after delivering my son, I get the phone rings, and I'm figuring it's a congratulations call. It was my agent saying that they wanted me to just take over the part of the pregnant lesbian. Could I start work tomorrow? Kind of sore. Just had my baby. I don't think so. I couldn't hardly walk. and they said, "Oh, no, we'll make it really, really good. We'll make it easy. You can bring your mom." You can bring your Danny. And I said, "I only have my mom." And they said, "Bring your mom. And we'll make it easy. Just 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks."
I felt okay about it, but I felt nothing else. Then, another auditions. In fact, I said bye, and I left the room, and then I forgot about it, and I went to my car, and the moment I got in the car, and I was still in Warner Brothers lot, my phone rings again, and it's my agent that says, "Man, they loved you, and they want you back. In an hour you have to go back to rehearsal."
I had done, I think, 4
I had done 4 shows, and I think you can do 5, and that's the same as doing 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5. But a 6th show, you are automatically a reoccurring character, and you get paid a lot more money. Up until 5, you're just a hired actor, and that's all.
Hi, we just found this cat, and we're looking for the owner.
Yeah, it's mine.
He seems to hate you. Are you sure?
Yeah, it's my cat. Give me my cat. Bob Buttons.
Bob Buttons?
Bob Buttons. Here, Bob Buttons.
You are a very bad man.
When I had just had my baby the day before was a lot, yeah. I was just like, oh, I don't know if I could do this. And then they said, just don't say no yet. We're going to send the pilot over, watch the pilot, and make your decision. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Like, go get hurt. I love the script. You know I love the script. So I sent the pilot over, and I'm sitting there nursing my baby, and I am laughing so hard, particularly at David Schwimmer. And he let the audience just roar into this laughter, and I'd never seen anybody do that before. And I literally, my jaw dropped. I went, I have to work with this man. He is so brilliant.
So I had done 4. And I got a call from my agent saying that they wanted me for another one. So that's 5. So I was getting ready to do the 5th show thinking, cool, if they want me for a 5th show, obviously I'm going to get a 6th show.
Stop with the broom! We're not making noise! We won. We did!
Mr. Heckles.
I was thrown in a studio number 5 at Warner Brothers on a set, with these people that were really nice, unknown. The only known actress that I could kind of recognize was Courtney Cox. But the rest of them was very nice, all very funny. And we started to do our thing,
Yeah.
And that for me was very, very new because I'd never been in a sitcom before. So I had to adapt fast. But I have to say, there was such a group of people. There was an amazing group of people. So funny.
Yeah.
That it was really hilarious and funny and I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
It was a great experience.
Más allá de la camaradería y del buen espíritu que muchos dicen que disfrutaron a lo largo de todos los capítulos de las 10 temporadas de Friends, no fue para todos igual y hubo quienes sufrieron algunas cosas o les hubiese gustado estar más capítulos en pantalla. Y también hubo otros que aprovecharon para despuntar algunos vicios artísticos, sobre todo, ¿por qué no pensar en el caso de la pizarra mágica que vimos en el departamento de Joey Chandler?
Well, I think that was definitely probably something that the decorator Greg brought in and stuck on the wall. I mean, we're always challenged with pictures and art on walls of sets because we have to make sure every single thing is approved and cleared legally by the copyright holder of the picture. Greg was just being inventive and put that doodle up there, and it was kind of ignored a little bit, and then somebody said, we get a write on it, and Paul kind of just started writing on it, because a lot of times the grips and the camera operators and the gaffers, they kind of run out of things to do, they're waiting around, the classic show business of hurry up and wait, and in waiting, he'd go over there and doodle on it, and pretty soon it became a real, habit, and everybody felt, well, that's his territory.
What I do for the show is I do lighting. I'm an electrician. So the magnet doodle was actually the responsibility of the art department and the set decorators. But sometimes it would be at the very last minute before somebody would realize that nothing had been placed on there. And so when it became apparent to the crew that I liked to draw and I liked to doodle, some of the people in the set dressing and I think it was set dressing, they said, "Hey Paul, would you just please make sure that every time we're ready to go, there's something on there?" And I said, "Sure." So I was more than happy to put doodles on there.
They were all pretty much professionals. You know, they gave 100% in the rehearsals, and and you know, when the audience would react to something, they would all react to it too. It was pretty neat.
They weren't Six Giant Stars when they started. They were, Courtney Cox was the biggest star. I remember when I got the job and I showed people, it was like, it's been Thanksgiving or something, or maybe it was some other time. I was home in the spring and I showed people the VCR tape, and I was like, of the show, the VHS tape, and I was like, so I'm doing a show with, Alex Keaton's girlfriend on Family Ties. Like, that's what it was. It was Monica, Courtney Cox was Alex Keaton's. And, I showed it to my family, like, oh, that's a cute show. Like, and we all thought, oh, that's a cute show. And they were telling jokes in a way that you never, especially Matthew Perry was telling jokes in a way you never did it before. But, they quickly became, over that first, Christmas break, they quickly became superstars.
The second season, when I went into the second season, things had changed, already. They were famous and, big cars parked outside. Their lives had changed,
Yeah,
it wasn't as easy to get a coffee with them around the corner,
Yeah.
But with me, they stayed the same. Every time we cross in town, we walk, bump into each other. Rare times, some fancy parties maybe. They would be really, really nice and warm with me because they knew me from day one.
Guarda tutte le cose belle.
He says, I got good news and I got bad news. I go, what could be the bad news? And he goes, well, you die in this show. And I go, what? He goes, yeah, they killed you. You have a heart attack. Your character has a heart attack. And I go, what? So my feeling is that between, you got a fifth show, and then a little further on in the conversation, maybe 20, 30, 40 seconds later, he says, but you die in it. I went from buying a house to losing a house. Huh. Not like I didn't have a house. I had just lost a house. And I got really angry. And that stayed with me until I got to the set, which was, I guess, in about 3 days.
There was always talk about me appearing more, but I did season 5, when I had the apartment and stuff, when we did the scene with the mini muffins and stuff, and then after that, they had so many writers on that show, they kept on changing the script and everything. And basically, they just wanted to talk about me for next few years instead of having me come on the set.
I didn't know that this, quote, fifth show was the first show of the new season. I wasn't keeping track.
I don't know if I went to studios or I was announced that I was going to be in the 5th episode. But then things happened for which maybe, I don't know, but they were talking about it at some point. It was okay for Steering Trouble, which I did, but then it would have been not too natural for me to set in the series, in a more regular way.
Well, the first show of a new season, at least the rehearsal for the first show of the new season, is a big party. So this is the scene that I walk into. I'm just parked my car and I'm walking in, and all of a sudden, I didn't know this was going to be a celebration. I thought I'm going into rehearsal. And all of a sudden, there's a party. And I'm looking around, and all I want to do is I want to talk to the producers. I don't know what this is all about. And I see the 3 producers, the 3 head honchos, are talking together. I just marched over to them and I said, hey, and they go, oh, hi, Larry, you know, welcome back to, what the hell, man, you just killed me. What the hell is that? And the place just shuts up, man. Oh. And they didn't know what to do there. And I realized, oh my God, I didn't realize what and then I did. The silence woke me up. And I go, oh. I said, I try to talk a little lower. I said, why, you know, and they go, Larry, why don't we talk about this a little later? The party starts over again, but I looked around and everybody's going, whoa. And there's one young actor, I guess he was an extra or something, comes over to me. He's the only person who would approach me. For the rest of the time, actually. He says, hey, man, that was so cool, man.
I would have probably altered the dynamics, you know?
Yeah.
I think. So I understood why I didn't. But at some point, everyone was saying that I would have come back because my character, they loved it, and everyone was really happy. So you start thinking about it.
That was kind of the entire conversation for the rest of the week. What was, why don't we talk about this later? That conversation never happened. Nobody would talk to me the entire week. If I ever went over to the craft services table during rehearsals for the week, everybody would leave as I came over. It was really a horror trip. It was, that was probably the most weirdest time.
Efectivamente, como quedó demostrado en el testimonio de más de uno, muchos se quedaron con ganas de estar más tiempo en la pantalla, pero lo bueno de todo esto es que tenemos un montón de personajes para elegir y creo que nunca nos vamos a poner de acuerdo sobre quién es el mejor personaje secundario de esta serie.
Calendario, el tiempo no vuelve más.